Alright, go ahead and get started here. We'll stand up for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey, thanks all you guys for showing up this evening. So next month we'll have our coaches clinic, so we won't have a general meeting of coaches at that time. So really we're all the way into July by the time that we get back together. You know, so as we're sitting here today, we're 2 months away, right? We're starting to get some OTAs and some things working and start working on those fall programs a little bit. So we'll just cover some of the information that we have moving forward. If we have any questions, we'll just make sure and try to get those things answered. And I would just encourage you guys, if you guys know other people within your district that aren't making coaches meetings, and I see a lot of the same faces all the time here, right? And that tells me that you folks that are here, for the most part, aren't the people that we need to be reaching out there on the field. You guys are the folks that are taking good information back to your teams, that you're doing things the right way. But we need to pick up our other coaches, right? We're all here for good competition and make sure that all the kids that are in the league are having a similar, that they have similar expectations and they're getting a similar experience within their team, right? Okay, whether that's flag, whether that's spring football or fall football. So if you guys know some people, you know, within your districts, let's make sure, let's try to get them here. Let's help them out whenever we can, so that we're improving the league as a whole. Because even if, hey, you're going to take this information so you can go beat on someone, that's great. You know, but we want to make sure that the competition is good too, right? So competition's on Saturday, that's what you want, week in and week out. We want to see on an annual basis that things are getting better as well. So there's a few things that we just want to cover. And we've done this every meeting here as we've talked about our list as a coach and what we need to do to be prepared to coach our teams. So everybody here should have put in an application. If you have assistant coaches, they need to put in an application through the website. Make sure that that gets done along with background checks, along with the USA Football certification. Okay, after we do those things, we need to make sure that we go get our badges, right? If you're a head coach, you got to take a head coach's quiz on the website. So most of us have done those things. Most of you have also gone and selected your practice part. Yap will send out an email to all coaches saying these are the practice parts that we have you at and the times that you selected to practice. So you should have received that, you should have seen it, and you need to make sure that those things align with what they have in the office. So if you said that you're 4 days a week that you're going to practice or misaligned with what they have, you're going to get a phone call at some point and say, so-and-so is practicing at this time. They'll check and say, that's not what we have. So we need to get those things straightened out, right? If you haven't selected the practice part, make sure we get that done.
I just want to dovetail with Adam there. I had a meeting with the city regarding practice parts. Right now, everything is not super automated. You know, we don't get passes and everything else where you have this part at this time. That's coming next year. That's why I want everybody to start looking at the time, get used to the times. Because if you're there at the wrong time, and you're going to get a badge, your PO. If it doesn't match, you're not going to be able to stay. So let's make sure, like Adam said, so this is just getting used to it for next year.
And that's all about us as coaches, I mean, having a set schedule, right? Making things very repeatable for your team, setting the expectations with your parents. Also, we get complaints in the office for things like going over practice time, right? Or the practice time doesn't appear, it seems to change all the time. Especially as a head coach, those things are up to you to make sure that we are clear, and we are concise. For folks that have multiple kids like myself, having a concise practice time is important, right? But some folks, like I know we have a parent that has a player on Diego's team, right? And they have somebody else going somewhere else. And if my practice doesn't end when it's supposed to, then they're late to another field to pick up a kid. So whereas as a coach, you're thinking, I'm not going to end practice till it gets good. Right? That's just not always the case, especially with young kids. So we'll end at our allotted time, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. But make sure those practice parts are correct. If you are a head coach, okay, so our relationship with USA Football is contingent upon getting player safety coaches for the league. So we used to come through and say, we'll get one from each district, okay, you go to a training, Curtis Flakes holds that training. Usually that training is a couple times a year prior to the fall season, and you need to go in there and they'll check you in on all those things. This year, they changed some of the guidelines. Now, Bill's done a good job about backing them off from having everybody have to be a PSC, but you have to have a representative from your team go through PSC training, okay? And we'll have times and dates that will come out as they become available. But just prepare yourself for that. If you're the head coach, take that stuff on your shoulders, right? Sign up for the job. Right, so I don't want my assistant coaches to have to be responsible for it, so make sure that we get those things done. Yes?
Was it the one that was held at Albuquerque last year?
That's correct. Right? So good, it's usually a 4-hour, right, training. I think it was 8 to noon last year. But that stuff was out on the field, some of it as well. So depending on where they host it, you may not get field time, and it might condense it down a little bit. But those are things that as a league, we are going to be required to do through USA Football. So, and you're going to see a lot of the things that we're doing this year is we are asking for somebody from each team to be involved, right? To be involved in one way or another in the things that we have going on, trying to help the league out. So today, Bill sent me an email and said that we have approved practice parks for our OTAs beginning in July. Again, whenever we spoke about OTAs, right, you're going to have 2 days a week. There's going to be 3-hour windows that are available at these parks here. Right? You're going to either sign up for the early window, first hour and a half, or the later window, the second hour and a half. There are going to be other teams from your area that are going to be going to those parks. You can do whatever you want, non-contact, okay, for your OTAs. Everybody understand that, right? So we're not going out there, we're not tackling, we're not doing anything, but if you want to start installing stuff, great. If you just want to get drill work in and conditioning in, great. All right, you still have the overriding rule about a compensated athletic trainer. If you want to use one, you can do that tomorrow, right, on that compensated athletic trainer. But as far as a league, when we're talking about OTAs and having coaches with your team, this is it. All right, so you'll have 6 available times prior to the beginning of practice there at the end of July 24th, right, that you'll be able to get with your team. We as coaches cannot take it out on a kid if he doesn't make it to OTAs, right? So we've got to be very cognizant about kids that don't show up and how the parents are going to look at us if they don't play, right? So always give the kids the eyeball test. Everybody else can give them the eyeball test. So if they should play, they should play, right? Regardless of OTAs or not. And they're still in the works with Los Angeles Rio Rancho to make sure that we get those things done as well. If you don't adhere to the OTA schedule, fellas, your team is going to be taken. Got it? So this is the give and take, right? We want OTAs. We didn't have them before. We're going to get them. We can't go sneaking around trying to get practices in. If you do that, there's going to be severe consequences this year. That's the way that the rule is written up. Okay? Team is vacated. All right, we talked a little bit about fundraising as old business last time as well. If you are a head coach that's been approved by the board, which really everybody should be, and you have 16 players on roster, you can see your rosters. If you have 16, that's the magic number, you can begin fundraising. Make sure that you have a meeting with your team, talk about those things. If you have a kid that's consolidated off your team or moves teams for some reason, all the money that they fundraised is going to go with it. You don't have to start fundraising early, though, right? We can wait. You guys can wait for baseball to be done if you want to wait for baseball to be done. Okay, so that's stuff that we talked about last time. Just make sure that we have some clarification on it. Okay, so our next, meeting or chance to get together here is the coaches plan. So, fellas, this is a big investment by Yaffle. It's on a Sunday. I know it's tough, right? I know some of you guys have baseball things going on. The state tournament for U-Trip is the week after. Okay, so you should have this Sunday open unless they're traveling to go to Farmington or somewhere else. But even if you can't be there, try to get some of your assistants to go to this thing. All right, so we already have a keynote, so everybody knows who Mark Schlereth is, right, on ESPN, former Bronco, former Redskin. He's going to be our keynote, and he's going to basically tip off or start off the meeting for us, right? So at 8:15, he's going to come on. Right, so we have registration there between 7 and 7:45, okay? Last some things that we get done in that interim 30-minute time. At 8:15, he's coming on, he's gonna give a keynote, and he's gonna have time after that to do pictures and autographs and all those types of things. So any of you that are Broncos or Redskins fans, just want a picture for your kid or whatever, he's agreed to spend the time to do those things as well. Okay, we also have people that have already committed to speak at our meeting. So I know Russ is here somewhere, I saw him speak in, okay, at the back. So Russ is going to do our Football 101 class again, okay, so if we have new coaches to Gaffel, that's a good class that they can go into to kind of get an overview about what being a coach is like in this league. In the morning, in the first 2 sessions, yes sir?
I even like the experienced coaches though, because they can share things with me that might also help us develop that 101 for.
Absolutely. So we did this in the spring, right? And we had it last year, but if you haven't been to it, so with the help of Russ and Jim Summer, we put together like a Coaches 101 manual for this year that's on the website under the Coaches tab. So even if you have somebody that just wants to look and see what other people kind of have their eyes on as far as being a coach in the league, you know, there's 11 pages worth of information there, right? So it's a good resource for us to use. So the morning sessions, right after we have our keynote there, are going to be defensive sessions. So we have Coach Lovato, who's the head coach at Highland High School right now. Okay, he's going to talk about defensive line. We have Coach Johnson, who's the head coach at Albuquerque High. He's going to talk about basics of installing a 3-3-5 or 3-5-3 defense. We have defensive coordinator at Rio Rancho High, Coach Howe. So he's going to talk about coaching linebackers and championship philosophy on defense. In the afternoon, we have offensive sessions, so you'll be able to go to 2 of these, right? You'll go to one for a 45-minute session, then you'll go to another one for another 45-minute session. If you have your coaching staff, tell us you can visit them all. In the afternoon, Coach Adcock's head coach from Monzano, okay, he's going to talk about quarterback running game. Coach Garlington and Coach, so he's the run game coordinator over at Rio Rancho High, did a great job of getting me some guys, so kudos to them. They've only won 2 out of the last 3 state titles. You know, they're doing all right. They got kids, right? But they're doing a good job, okay? So he's going to talk about coaching the line and run blocking techniques. Their passing coordinator and offensive coordinator are going to talk about quarterbacks, wide receivers, and a run pass option game. Coach Marcelli, who was here with us last time, La Cueva's offensive coordinator, is going to do a session on intermediate and long passing game combinations. Okay, and I'm hoping to add a couple more there for you guys as well, just to give you guys as much information as you want to take away. If you think with those coaches, like Coach Marcelli last time, okay, or Coach Bingley who's going to talk tonight, if you think some of the things they're teaching are over our heads for 8-year-olds, right, or 12-year-olds, they'll talk to you, fellas. I bet you Enrico would have stayed here for an hour and a half last time talking to people, because he likes that stuff, right? And he'll talk to you about how to bring it back down for our level if need be. So what do we need to do as coaches? We need to encourage our staff, right? Encourage the people around us to sign up to attend the clinic. So this is all live now. So if you guys don't go to Indianapolis and go under the coaches tab and football coaches items and look at all of the tiles that are set up there for us, there's a lot of information there. One of them is a sign up for the clinic, okay? So we just need to make sure we go in there. You can sign yourself up. If you have all of your assistant coaches that are coming, if you have their names, you can put them all in at that time as well. All right, you probably just need to know their t-shirt size. That's about it. All right, so make sure, we just want to make it as successful as possible. I think it'll be a lot of good information to get us ready for the fall season. All right, to start us off here with equipment issue, Bill's going to go ahead and go over a few items that they've tweaked here a little bit. So Bill, if you want to start us out. Okay, yeah. So fall equipment issue, again, more tiles underneath football coaches items, right? Signing up for equipment issue. Every team has to have a representative at one of the sessions. You have either a morning or an afternoon session. Okay? On the dates there, they're up on the board. So, as a sophomore coach, I look at 617 and I say, it's good for me. I'd like to be there when some of my players are going to be there, just to see how everything fits before they leave the door, right? A workstation. As they come through, I can see which one of my kids come through. If I can't make that one, then I'll probably drop down to 624, where those guys have their makeup day. Your kids are still required, right? From the time that they have their date set, they got 2 weeks to get that stuff done, to get that weigh-in done. Okay, so if we are a varsity or junior on the 10th, right, we got 2 weeks from the 10th there to get that sucker done. If we're not, we're outside the guidelines for weighing in. Whenever you come into equipment, you're going to get weighted first. That weight is set in stone. All right, we're all good with that? Okay, yes?
Quick question, I have 3 kids that are, they're all brothers, they're going there for the summer,
Yep.
and they weigh in before, they're not gonna be back till like week before practice.
Yeah, we'll work with you to,
All right.
to get things done.
All right.
I would contact you on that.
Gotcha.
Okay. But they'll work with you to make sure that we get those things done.
Yeah.
So there's always going to be stragglers here and there. But really, if you look at it, like if you have a varsity or a junior or a sophomore, they can't wait until until July 22nd to do the makeup date. Right? We've got to get those things done in a timely fashion. But we need volunteers, fellas. Right? So your team, somebody from your team needs to volunteer for one of those sessions. And we need to get those input as soon as possible. We had one in the spring, I know on the Trisco Heritage team, they had like 5 of their guys there, man. And that, without that team, it would have been short. All right, so kudos to them. So on your team, if you get guys to come in and help out, let's just make sure that we make it as positive as possible. Because we're trying to condense things down, right? We're not trying to make 20 dates of equipment issue. We're trying to narrow it down here and get this knocked out in 5 days. Okay, and it worked out well in spring, so we want to make sure that it works out well in the fall as well. So we'll go ahead and talk about a couple of spring equipment.
There's a couple of things I want to go over with you guys. We have who's doing spring tackle? Okay, so on your teams, you have some guys that are doing spring and fall, and some guys just doing spring, right? I've got a list here, so before you leave, come get your list. This is a list of kids that are doing spring and fall. They're going to get a sticker. It's a green highlighted, it's a green fluorescent sticker. Those kids are spring and fall. They can keep their gear. The guys that are spring only, no sticker, has to come back. Okay? It's about 50-50. We have 610 spring players. It's about 50-50, like normal. This way here we can get those 300 back. Because what happens if they do spring only, goes to the closet or the garage, they don't play fall, we don't see it until maybe December or January, and that's an if. So we're going to have, be in the Connex. So all the tournament games are going to be at Mesa, so we're going to collect them and put them in the Connex. So before you blow out, come get your list, okay guys, so you can tell who's who, all right? The other thing I want to talk about is the decals. You guys know how we do custom decals if you want, all right? So basically what all this boils down to is email Lawrence your design, okay? It's got to be no bigger than 3x4, just like last year, 3x4, and make sure it's no more than 3 colors. And you can use, if you put a clear section, the white will come through. So that can be your 4th color. Make sense? All right. Other than that, that's all I have in equipment. I want to stress that the spring was really good. It really was outstanding, like Adam said. You guys asked to be there. We did it. It worked. And like I said at a couple meetings, parents loved it because they saw coaches actually fitting their kids' helmet. And kudos to Mr. Thrasher over there. Started that ball rolling, and it's working. So let's keep it rolling. We normally have a period from basically the first week in May through the 3rd week in June in evenings and some Saturdays, right? That's how we normally used to do it. This year is much more concise for parents, but it takes you guys. So please go in and sign up like Adam had said. Other than that, that's all I have there as far as that goes. Thanks, Bill. Any questions?
Hey, Bill, on the time, are there time slots? Is that how
Yeah.
it works?
Yeah.
1 hour blocks, 2 hour blocks?
No, they're 4-hour blocks. There's an afternoon and a morning.
So an afternoon starts at what time?
Afternoon starts at 1.
At 1, and this is on the weekend,
Yeah, these are all Saturdays.
all Saturdays.
These are all Saturdays.
Yeah. And real quick, just to reiterate the fact that the weigh-in is set in stone. Make sure you guys tell your parents that. Just the fact that, like Adam said, he's going for the sophomore coaches. There are going to be a lot more sophomore coaches there, probably weighing in those sophomore kids. I had 5 parents email me asking me if they could get their kids weighed in. One of them was only a half a pound over, and I nixed all of them. So that's one of the things that we're doing. So please make sure you tell your guys' parents that it is set in stone. So once they go get that weight, that's their weight. They're living with it. We're not, I don't want to hear the stories of, oh, you had a big breakfast, and that's the reason why I didn't weigh in. You would have made it. stuff like that. Like I said, we had a kid that was half a pound over that I denied because of the fact that we have all these eyes now on the weigh-ins, and there's no reason that that weight doesn't stay. So please make sure your parents know that. The coaches were fine with it. We had no issues with any of the coaches. It was the parents that were most bringing those comments. So.
So this is for us as coaches. I mean, what is your responsibility to your team? Is to tell them what the upper weight limit is in your division, right? I mean, that's what we're really talking about. If you have kids that don't make weight, you can always waive them up as a coach with a signature from a parent. Okay, you as a coach have to sign, parent has to sign. Yes?
Quick question. So they have it till that day, so like, for example, I'm a rookie, so on the 24th, the kid has to weigh underneath 140.
Yes, 2 weeks from the 24th.
But he can't sign on the 24th.
Okay, say that again, sorry.
Once you weigh in, you're done.
Right.
Going
So,
back and weight, say you lost that extra pound, you really
yeah,
weigh.
that's what I'm just saying, by the time our day is, he has to be under that. But once he-
Absolutely. When he goes to the office to get his equipment, his weight better be in check.
Okay, that's what, all right.
So if he doesn't know a wrestler, he better go find a wrestler. All right? Teach him how to cut weight.
14 days and both are extra, right?
Yes. Yeah, 14 days up and down, absolutely. Okay? All right, so what we'll have coming up there, so we'll have our OTAs going on in July. Another opportunity for you guys to be with your players will be for the Apple Camp that will be held at the soccer complex across from Volcano Vista High School on the west side. Okay, it's $40, they get a t-shirt, they get fed the first day, they don't get fed the second day, all right? We'll release them at that time. But again, this is something we need volunteers for. So we're going to run a combine style camp. So the first half of the first day is going to be running the 7 combine aspects that you'll see at an NFL combine. We are going to time people, okay? They're going to be numbered, and we're going to provide them with information on what they got, right? So it's something there where they get some tangible. So if you're a coach and you go and you do your first day of practice is doing all of these who runs fast type stuff, you can get that figured out before you ever show up, if you want to, okay? And then allow them to see kids within their own division, kind of where they're at as well. But we'll have all of those times, we're hoping to get them all done by the beginning of day 2. So if the kid is a sophomore, right, and his number is, let's say, 924, then he'll be able to look under 924 and see all of his times for the various aspects of that combine. All right, so that should take the first half of the day. Then we're going to have individual coaching. We're trying to work with the high school coaches to get some out there to help us out with the individual coaching. But we need DAPL coaches to assist them as well in the individual coaching. Beginning of the next day, we'll have individual coaching for either the offensive or defensive side of the ball. And then before we dismiss, we're going to have competitions amongst the 5 top finishers, okay, within their age division in the various aspects of the combine. Right? So something exciting for the kids to get involved with. So again, that's on the website. We have flyers in the back there for you guys to pick up, take to your team, encourage them, right, to be involved in the camp. So myself, I'm going to go volunteer. I'm going to get another one of my assistants to come out. If you guys can get 2 guys from your team, we'll have 1 primary volunteer for the camp. The other guy can go and follow your kids around, right, and watch them, and watch their production and help those kids out. Okay? Unless they just want to take place in one of the individual portions, they can do that as well. But it's a chance for you guys to be there with your kids as well before the season starts. Okay, something that we just changed here last month is the way the playoff schedule is going to work. So what we have up on the board right now is the Super Bowl division of the playoffs. So I've come up here for the last, 4 months and told you the season ends on October 29th. And I was lying to you, right? So the season is going to end on the 22nd of October for everybody. Okay? So that's it. That's for those teams that are playing all the way out. October 22nd will be done. So what does this mean? This means that juniors and seniors, okay, there was no divisional last year anyway, right? But we're not taking 12 teams or 14 teams or 16 teams. You guys are taking 8 teams in the Super Bowl division, that's it. Everybody got that? So if you're coaching juniors and seniors, during that, the regular season is important. So if you're teetering on that 8-9 spot, better get that 8. All right? Or the season is going to end there at the end of September for you, instead of at the beginning of October. Right? Or into October going on. So I know last year in the senior division, we had some lower seeds that advanced on through. So regular season, really important to juniors and seniors, right? Other divisions there, we still have a divisional championship and we'll have a Super Bowl championship. So we'll take the top 8 to the Super Bowl. Next day, go to the divisional. Anybody that's after that, okay, their season ends. Okay, so take top 8. If you don't have 16 total teams, then the divisional gets a little bit smaller for you. But what do we see here? We see stadium games, right? Stadium games for playoffs. Is that great? Okay, the Super Bowl division, it's awesome, right? Okay, so no longer is that first round game at Mesa del Sol. So we have stadiums that are going on, and you'll see that the majority from sophomore on up, all those are going to be on Sundays. All right? If you are a freshman, a Kiwi, rookie, okay, then we see there that we're going to be, I don't see Mighty Mike, so I must have lost it somewhere.
Yeah, Mighty Mikes are down below.
Down below, okay. All right, so just make sure there. So that's your Super Bowl, okay? So then on your divisional look, now what we end up getting a change with here are some of the stadiums that are utilized. You can see their first round is going to be at Mesa. All right, and we're going Saturday, okay, on the Sunday there. But again, 22nd, okay, 21st, 22nd. We're done. Does that make sense to everybody? All right, before we kind of go over the key dates, I'm just going to bring Antonio up here real quick. He just wants to get a feel for you guys on an equipment issue. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, Antonio.
And I was gonna try to, throw some all-star questions in there too.
All stars isn't until like September.
Evening, coaches. Hey, as a league, we actually thinking about doing having a vendor provide our custom uniforms for us. Just want to throw that out there to some of you coaches, see, is there any question about that? We're going to go exclusive with a vendor that's going to provide all of our custom uniforms. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off for 2017 season, but 2018, this is most definitely, it's a goal. So basically, just really want to throw some filters out there, see if you guys have any questions or concerns about that, the pros and cons, how does it benefit your specific team, the league, and also that vendor.
What's the minimum order for uniforms? What's the minimum order for uniforms?
That's still in negotiation as we speak, as we talking today. That's still in negotiation, but hopefully, we can get it down $60, $65.
Are you, hold on a second.
Uniform?
Was your question?
My question was,
The number?
yeah, a number, a quantity, how many you have to order.
The quantity.
Quantity.
Some of those places will say you need like 50 uniforms.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to fulfill that. Yeah, all in as a league.
Oh, it's illegal.
As a league, we're gonna be able to fulfill that.
So
quantity.
one per, okay.
So,
How are you guys gonna adjust the sizes? Because that's one thing the Apple have always been a little off on. If you're a freshman coach and you have kids that are 60 pounds, you're getting a large and they have to stick with it.
all right, so this is how I envision it. If you're in that situation, you come down to the office, we're gonna have try-on type of equipment that you can get everything right. Again, this is an outside vendor. It's not gonna be a Yahoo deal. It's an outside vendor. So once you write it down, it's gotta be right.
Okay, let me answer your question. You're talking about the league issue uniforms.
Yeah.
That's the league issue uniform. I'll come back to that. But what this is how many guys order custom uniforms? See, there's a lot. See, that's why we're looking at this. Throw out some numbers. Let's see who's got the lowest price they've ever paid for a custom tackle twill jersey. Because I'm in negotiations right now. So I need to know the numbers. Custom tackle twill.
45.
Who's at 45? 45. You good with that? Anyone beat
I
that?
got, sublimated jersey and matching pants.
No, tackle twill. Sublimated 45. Okay, let's do 2 steps. Sublimated 45. Anyone got less than for a sublimated jersey? Everyone knows what a sublimated is, right? Okay, so 45 for the sublimated. Anybody got less? How about tackle twill? With a number on both sides, obviously. Name here, right? Because sometimes they don't put it on the back, right? And say a decoration on the top, whether it's TV numbers or if it's whatever. You know what I mean? What's the lowest on the tackle twill? You guys got?
Bucks for the whole thing.
Just the top.
Just the jersey.
Just the top.
Just the jersey.
Oh, just jersey?
Just the top. Cliffy.
I get jersey, compression shirt, pants with the pads inside already, and a bag, and that was for $130.
Okay. So did they give you is it tackle twill?
No, he's got something there
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Tackle twill is totally different, and it's just the jersey,
Okay.
and the cheapest I've seen is $65
For a tackle twill.
for just the jersey.
Tackle shirt.
and the tackle too.
All right, so that helps me, so when I do
The
that.
the big question that I would have, right, is if I have a vendor I already really like working with, right?
Say, right, if you have that
That's a good question,
vendor,
Adam.
I would recommend you get that vendor information to the office. If you got a specific vendor that you feel really comfortable in terms of service, price, get that information to a bill.
So we're basically looking to put together a buyer's group, right?
You are.
Right,
So if we can't, is it gonna be mandatory?
Yes.
that's what the league is looking at.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Answer
so,
that question, yes.
right, so with it being mandatory, then that should get us the lowest possible prices, because you're looking at, what, how many teams?
Well, we have 100, say we have 110 in fall, which has kind of been our average for a while. And just in this room, I anticipate 50% at least. So you're talking 55 teams. You know, they're gonna love us, man.
But if we get more than
So we
that,
could get that, we could get that price down.
yeah, that price should go down more, if we
Dramatic.
get more,
Correct.
Right,
okay.
so.
So are they gonna let you customize individual uniforms, not as far as each person, but team?
Right. each
Because I don't
team-
want the same uniforms as the next
So let me
team.
touch on that, let me touch on that. So the process y'all guys have now, that you use outside vendor, you do whatever you want to with your custom uniform, you still gonna have an option, we're not taking that away. So if you wanna upgrade to a specific type of look, fabric, you're gonna have that option. We're not gonna take that away.
But it might be through a different vendor.
Right, might be through a different vendor.
It's gonna be through, yes.
So like Adam said, he has a great vendor. Please give me their contact info, right? Because what I do with the apparel vendor, I do with photography. I have a grid that I put down what they're offering, what the price is, blah, 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 blah. Send me your qualities so we can see what the quality of the jersey is. Then we that's how it goes, and we choose one for the league. So if Adam's got a great guy, and if everybody's got somebody they use, let's bring them to the table. So.
What question was it? Go ahead, Bob.
So with it being mandatory, my only concern is like you guys use ASA for you guys' stock uniforms.
Right.
So like going through sublimation through ASA, they put a limit on how much you could design on the sublimation, but like if you're getting sublimation, you want to do whatever you want to the uniform. So I think if we make it mandatory, we gotta find a vendor that's open to everybody's ideas. If we get stuck with the vendor.
I couldn't agree more.
But at a certain point, though, we're gonna
I
have to, but at a certain point, we're gonna have to just accept that this is youth football.